afternoon. This is January 15th, 2026. So glad you're all here today. We're going to first take a moment of silence to reflect, pray, or meditate. Okay, our flag salute today will be done by Judy Knapp and our four-way test, Westfall.
Please join me in the pledge of the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For our guests, before we test in front of you on your table, if you'd like to follow up with us, the things we think, say, or do. Number one,
is the truth, is fair to all concerned, will build goodwill and better friendships, will be beneficial to all concerned.
Okay, thank you. Have a seat. I don't think we have guests today. Am I missing somebody? Okay, I'm not. All right, so that is a good reminder to ask you all to think about who you might want to bring with you to Rotary in the next couple of weeks or months. We would really like to see guests, and we, of course, are always looking to add to our membership. So if you have somebody that you think would enjoy Rotary, is interested in service to the community, please let them come and check it out for themselves. So, great. We don't even have students of the month. Okay. We do have some announcements, and I'm going to start with Craig.
Okay, got about 25 announcements. Maybe it's 2. Well, the vote for it. So let's do the simplest one first. The simplest one is tomorrow. I'm going to send out a sign-up genius for the next round of giveaways. It's starting. There's one next Friday, which I think there's one next Friday at Adams Elementary, and then there's 4, I think, the following week, the 1st of January. So I'll send that out tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, hopefully before midnight. The second one is, and we're talking about Storypalooza, and if we're asking for donations, please donate. We have a tax-deductible way for you to donate. We have a 501c3 foundation that you can donate to. That's the Opportunity to Learn Foundation. And if you want to just maybe check out the Opportunity to Learn Foundation, you can give it to Steve Wood, or me, our Liz, our Jamie, our Steve Brandon. Anyway, we're getting our sitting in the P.O. box, the Rotary's P.O. box. The advantages for tax-wise this year, most people don't itemize anymore. Like 93% of the people don't itemize. Larry, correct me if I'm wrong here, Larry. Okay, this year, starting in 2026, you can actually make, if you're single, you make a $1,000 deduction that comes off before without itemizing, or $2,000 if you're married. So if you want to give money, it's tax deductible, and you can take the credit for you on your tax returns when you file in 2026. The second thing I'd say about that is if you are over 70 and a half and have an IRA and want to lower your R&D, it's not really lowering your R&D, it's lowering the taxable portion of your R&D. You can make a contribution directly from your IRA to the Opportunity to Learn Foundation, and that will, if you had like a $10,000 R&D that you had to do a year, and you gave $2,000, yeah, $2,000. So if you gave $2,000 to the Opportunity to Learn Foundation, you're only going to pay taxes on the $8,000 of your R&D. That's called a qualified charitable deduction. Is that right, Larry? Qualified charitable deduction? Distribution. Thank you. Qualified charitable distribution. That's what it is. QCD, yes.
And then Steve Brandon carrying letters.
Yes, and Stephen Brandon and Steve Wood have letters from the Opportunity to Learn Foundation that will show you that it's tax.
And that's
exempt.
information that
That you need. Right. Any questions about that? So, the gist of what I said is give money.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So just nice segue. So on your tables, is a Storypalooza sponsorship opportunity page. It's front and back. This is our fundraiser. This is how we are able to do what we do in our Norman Public Schools. This allows us to buy books, bikes, notes. It is about a $27,000 investment that we make in Norman Public Schools, as well as a couple of other entities surrounding that. So, it is really important that we raise money, right? This is a fun, tangible way. Everyone can participate. You can come yourself, you can bring your kids, you can bring your grandkids. Saturday, March 28th is for really anyone who wants to come, meet authors, learn about books, just see the excitement of other kids as they meet the authors, get to do a lot of interactive, fun things. We encourage you to support, obviously, financially, but also physically, to be there in support of the event. So if you have sponsorship questions, please see me after the meeting. I'll be happy to take your check. I'll also be happy to answer any questions that you have. We are going to begin hitting a lot of sponsorship potential donors very soon, and we would really love support from our club. So with that, Storypalooza, we are in crunch time, y'all. So if you are part of the committee, I sent out an email yesterday that said we are meeting Saturday. I neglected to tell you where. Beanstalk on Main, and we're meeting from 10 a.m. to noon. That's a longer meeting than we would normally have, but we have a lot of stuff to cover. If you are not yet a member of the Storypalooza committee and would like to be, certainly feel free to join us. We have lots of ways that you could get involved behind the scenes. I do want you, everybody has a phone, right? Okay. If you have a Facebook page, please take out your phone right now. I'm watching. So take out your phone right now. Find Norman Rotary. There is an event. There is a Storypalooza event that you can like, and I would ask, I'll even beg for you to share that. There's a little button underneath that says share. Just hit that, and then your followers will see that event. The key to making this successful, beyond raising the money, is getting the people in the door. So we need everyone's help to do that as well. So the same thing applies on Instagram. If you can like that, I don't know how to yes, how do you share from Instagram? I really am old. I don't know.
But it would look like lessons after I'll be
Okay, Jamie's go-to person on that one. And I also, on your tables, is a Storypalooza flyer. And basically, this is the elevator speech for Storypalooza. So if you have, familiarize yourself, first of all, and then be able to talk to other people about the event. Also to help you get more familiar with Storypalooza and what is happening on that day, there is a page on our website. It says Storypalooza. It's the first thing, top left, that you can, after home, that you can click on. And that page has a wealth of information and links to the authors that we're featuring. It gives you some things to talk about as you invite people. And then also, here's the handy dandy little form. If you don't like to get on the web and do that, please familiarize yourself with what Storypalooza is. If it's unclear, if you have any questions, if you want clarification on anything, that's what we're here for. This is our big thing, and it's March 28th. So, we appreciate your support in all ways. Have I left out anything with that? Okay. We do have a couple of recognitions before we get to our Red Badge talks. Bill, are you ready?
I missed bingo last week. It was fun. I was skiing, trying not to break my leg. But, so let's do Rotary Foundation Jeopardy. The answer is donuts. And it's what do most police eat every day? What is water, most, what do? D is disease, M is maternal, mother and children. And what do most peace initiatives eat is education. I think kind of what we were just talking about, and economic. And there's one more, what we had? Environment, yeah, so I gotta add another E in there somewhere. Every day. So, you know, the district grants, education is one of the deals. Reading is an education, and we've got to be thinking about ways to get district grants. A lot of international programs, but we got to do the district grants. So we got 2 people that have been contributing to that. I want you to come up, please. Mary Jenkins and Larry Pace. And Rotary Foundation, Larry, come on, get up. The Rotary Foundation, that's tax deductible too, right? Yeah. Come on up. You are a Paul Harris +7. You've been doing this a long time, and that helps the Rotary Foundation, helps the world, and we appreciate it. You're Paul Harris +2. So you're really getting going there. We appreciate both of you. So congratulations. Here you go, Mary. Here you go, Larry.
You're not officially donated unless you get a picture.
That's right. It's got to go on the, take a look at that. All right.
1, 2, 3, gotcha.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you guys for your support of the foundation. Okay, on to the Red Badge Talks. Jane, would you like to introduce our newest members?
I will let you know that on the website, on our Norman Rotary page for Swordpalooza, in case you need a digital copy of the sponsorship form, there is one located at the very bottom of the Swordpalooza page. So feel free to email that out to whomever you would like. Getting started with Red Badge Talks. We have 4 today. Our first one is going to be, I'm going to do my best to say your name correctly. Baljit Singh. Okay, please welcome him up.
Hi Rotarians. Again, my name is Baljit, B-A-L-J-I-T. So the L is pronounced. I'm a Sikh from India, North India, and this is where I wear the turban. And some of you must be saying, how the heck does he get the turban on? This turban is 7 meters long and 3 meters wide. And that rectangle becomes a cylinder. And when there is some time and if there is any interest, I would love to show you how that is done. I have a bachelor's in mechanical engineering from India, and after that I worked 5 years on drilling rigs in India. I came to OU in 1987 to get my master's in petroleum engineering. You know, whenever I'm around and I travel the world, they ask me where I'm from, and I say I'm a Okie. Nobody believes that. They go like, no, you're not a Okie. I got married, and I have a son, a daughter-in-law, and 2 daughters. And they live in New Jersey. And I'm proud to say that my son also is a OU alum. And we were devastated when Alabama beat us. You know, we are on the phone, and it was just devastating. But next year. I worked in the oil and gas industry for 33 years. And in these 33 years, I've spent, my work has been in the US and overseas. So I've lived and worked in California, Houston, Spain, Venezuela. That is really in the talk right now about Venezuela. I've lived there. Nigeria, and traveled around the world. So, you know, I do not know a stranger. I am so well versed with people from all cultures, so I do not know a stranger. Recently, I spent 7 years in India taking care of my parents. My father was down with Alzheimer's, and my mother was down with Parkinson's disease. And they passed, and we think we have challenges, but remember the people who are facing these diseases, and also the caregivers. I learned a lot about myself, and I'm a better person for that. Subsequent to losing my parents, I've come to the US again and have come directly to the place I know best, Oklahoma. Now, what am I good at and how can I help the club? I think that is the key of my presentation here. I was the publicity chair of Society of Petroleum Engineers Gulf Coast section in Houston, where there were 14,000 members. I volunteered at the food and shelter. I started doing that, but after a while, I started feeling depressed after looking at all the devastation people have. And so I stopped going, but I promised myself this year I'm going to go again. I feel I'm a good public speaker. We'll find out. But like I said, I'm very comfortable in front of a large crowd, a small crowd. I'm comfortable talking to seniors, children, school children. So I have that magnitude of effect. I'm quite active on Facebook and LinkedIn. And my kids are like, Dad, please. I'm a quick learner, and I think I can tackle anything given to me, given the guidance, given the opportunity, I can tackle anything. My personal mantras of integrity, courage, fairness, service, truth, honor fall under the umbrella of the Rotary Club. And I believe in these very strongly, and I hope I can add value. Now, what do I do for fun? That is one thing. I read books. I'm a member of a reading book club. Since my wife and kids are not with me, I have to do something. And this is what I do. I love classical music. I like plays, movies, concerts. Nothing like Oklahoma University for all that. And also, I love the first Friday walk. I love it. I'm a foodie. I love to eat nice food. I do karaoke. I love to sing. I love to travel. And now I'm becoming a Rotarian, which is amazing. And finally, I love to go dancing. I went to Spain, and I've never been anywhere in a club ever, and they took me there and found out I love to do dancing. So I do that. I love to go dance. Again, I think I'm going to close my talk here. I hope I'm not taking too much of your time. I want to thank Liz Barfield for introducing and sponsoring me to the fine Rotary Club. And thank you all for giving me the opportunity to serve above self. I'm really impressed by the group and the Rotary organization, and thank you all for giving me such a warm welcome. Thank you much.
Wonderful. Way to kick us off. Okay, and we are so happy to have you. Thank you. Our next up will be John Hawkins.
Well, I'm not going to be as extemporaneous as you guys. It's a tough crowd. I wanted to have my wits about it. Well, good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. For those of you that I haven't met, I'm John Hawkins. I'm new to Rotary, still learning the rules, and still figuring out exactly how many claps I'm supposed to get for what reason. Still haven't figured that calculus yet, but I'm working on it. I'm a 61-year-old lifelong Oklahoman. I was born in Tulsa, attended and graduated from Jenks Public Schools, educated here, and despite multiple opportunities to escape, I've stayed out, I've stayed put. I'm a proud OU grad and spent most of my career at the University of Oklahoma, retiring in 2018, although retirement turns out to mean working just as much, but now with a without a cool parking pass with the interlocking OU on it. At OU, I had the chance to work on a few projects that I'm very proud of even today. Early on, I was part of a small team of 4 people that developed and launched OU's first fully online degree program in what was then the College of Liberal Studies. At the time, online education kind of sounded suspicious to many people, like something you ordered late at night and you regretted the next day or when your credit card statement came. But it worked, and it helped expand access to education long before Zoom fatigue became a medical condition. Later, I conceptualized and launched the OU Money Coach program, which was designed to help students make smarter, better informed financial decisions about their education, the actual cost, and the payback. The goal was to keep students from choosing between textbooks and groceries, or graduating with a degree in history and a minor in student loan debt and credit cards. That program deepened my interest in service and helping people build better, more stable lives. For nearly a decade, I had the honor of serving with as the Gaylord College's first assistant dean, working alongside fellow Rotarian Joe Foote, who also sponsored me in his Rotary Club. And Joe was dean at the time. Joe can confirm that academia runs on meetings, emails, and the firm belief that just one more committee will solve everything. After retiring from OU, my focus shifted toward nonprofit work and serving the less fortunate and disenfranchised in our wonderful community. These days, I'm helping All Saints Catholic School here in Norman establish a development program, an alumni affairs program, and an overall advancement strategy. It's meaningful work, and unlike higher education, the meetings are shorter, the goals are clear, and the mission is very direct. And that's actually what drew me to Rotary. I discovered pretty quickly that Rotary also believes deeply in meetings, service, and committees. But here's the difference. When Rotary says service above self, people actually mean it. And when Rotary adds one more committee, something actually gets done. I've been married to my wife, Angie, for 40 years now. Angie is the Chief Financial Officer at OU's College of Law, which means she understands budget, risk management, and most importantly, the ability to work with a building full of lawyers and still loves her work. Now that I think of it, between the two of us, OU has had decades to ask us for donations, and they have. We have 2 adult children. Our son Matthew is a practicing doctor of optometry living in Washington, D.C. with his wife, Gracie, who is a practicing patent attorney. Our daughter, Brennan, lives here in Norman and oversees the accounting department and serves as a data analytics expert in any court, where she's now been for nearly 6 years. She's engaged to be married this coming October. So